Woo! There it is.
Wow.
One Ferrari power plant.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
When we come up with bad, that's bad.
Ooh, yeah, that's pretty bent. So if you guys are new to my channel, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and consider subscribing if you like this kind of stuff. Now, this kind of stuff is different for me because I've never done this, and this meaning putting a 3-rotor engine, a Mazda Rotary engine with a sequential manual transmission in a Ferrari. That's right, my F355 Ferrari is getting a 3-rotor engine. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Now, that car is getting a full makeover, complete with bodywork, with wide body, and that crazy engine, but you guys need a makeover of your own. I certainly need one from time to time, so that's why today's sponsor is so important. I'm talking, of course, about Dollar Shave Club. Now, if you're a fan of my channel, you'll know that Dollar Shave Club has been supporting my builds for a few years now, and I love their products. Now, it doesn't matter whether I'm in a late night wrenching session or a late night editing session on the road, Dollar Shave Club is perfect for making you look really good. Now, Dollar Shave Club sent me their shave starter set, which is everything you need to get a super close, super smooth shave. Now, here's what you get in your first box. You have the premium executive weighted handle, you have 6 high quality blades, and you have Dr. Carver's Easy Shave Butter. This stuff is game changing. This starter set is your one-stop shop to get a close shave anywhere you go, and my viewers will get it for only $5. After that, the restock box ships full-size products at a regular price. So make sure to visit dollarshaveclub.com/Tav to get the shave starter set for only $5, and make sure to check out all of their great holiday gift sets. That's dollarshaveclub.com/TAV. Go check it out. All right, let's begin. So in the last episode, you saw us getting the 3-rotor up and running, and it sounded amazing. Now, when I say we, of course, I don't mean the royal we, even though I wish I could do everything myself. No, we have Jared. Jared is an awesome, awesome dude, and he's been helping along with a lot of the projects, and you guys like Jared as much as I do. Actually, I don't think anybody likes Jared as much as I do.
Maybe my wife, hopefully.
Okay, so this is the 3-rotor Mazda, and we are about to just release it from its shell here, and it shouldn't be that hard because this SLC, this is an RCR SLC, essentially it's a kit car, a component car, I don't know what you want to call it, but it has a race-inspired chassis. That race-inspired chassis is very crash-inspired because it's been in some horrible wreck, so everything, all the welds and aluminum, that's all bent and broken. So right now, all we have to do is take all of this off, and hopefully it doesn't literally just fall apart.
The transmission mount is still good, but the engine mounts are
not. They're just not. They aren't.
They're 3 inches ahead of where they're supposed to be.
Okay.
And not connected. So
good. So it's good that we started an engine with that in mind. Well, okay. So this is a crashed car. It actually is very crashed.
Very crashed. You can tell looking at the back how rolled and twisted and tweaked.
It's just lopsided, generally. Yeah. What we're going to do is we're going to have to take off a lot of the structural components. There are inboard suspension components here, which means that there are going to be things that are under tension that you might not think are under tension, especially with a lot of things broken. So let's say if you have a crashed car and you want to take stuff apart, make sure that what you're doing doesn't have tension on it.
If you're pulling something that a through bolt, a bolt that goes through a part, and as you're unthreading it, it's incredibly tight. There's a lot of bent tension in there, and that's where you need to be really careful, because
if that comes off, you can break your hand.
Yeah. You can really get hurt when something is crashed and folded, and we have so many components that are broken off the frame that we're going to go slow and just kind of feel if something feels off, to know not to force it, because again, one of the most dangerous things is a crashed and bent car, because you don't know when all that energy could just explode and pop off. So.
I mean, you can see what happens to energy when it gets dissipated through a car. There's stuff that you think would be just completely fine, but there's little kinks in it, there's little bends. So we're gonna have to find all that out. So Jared's gonna take off the wheels, he's gonna start on the suspension. I'm gonna take off the diffuser section. I'm gonna work on some of the wiring, and then we should have this thing good to go and pulled in like what?
30 minutes.
30 minutes, but for you guys, less than 30 minutes. Come on, let's do it.
Right.
Up.
What I like is just how absolutely narrow.
Yeah. All right, stop.
Once everything is off, how tiny this has become.
Woo!
There it is.
Wow.
One Ferrari power plant.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Now, when we come up with bad, that's bad.
Ooh, yeah, that's pretty bent. Okay, so our engine is nice and installed on our dollies, where it will live for many, many years. We found some goodies. We took off the intake manifold and the exhaust manifold, and here's what a 3-rotor looks like. It's my first time looking at it too, so you know, we can both share.
So this is your primary ports, these smaller ports. That's just like your idle circuit and where you'll run your smaller fuel injectors.
So where did the Doritos go? But check this out. It looks like it's definitely been worked on. It looks like it's been polished. Not sure if it's been ported, who knows, but I'm not sure if there's like a bridge port or a street port.
You can't actually see the rotor, you just see inside. Both faces on either side of the rotor aren't heavily scored. There's nothing terrible on it. The rotors themselves have...
Dude, I can see in there. It's crazy. It's like I'm trying to find treasure. Dude, there's a little animal in there.
Probably.
No, seriously. No, look. Look, there's an animal right there.
And then this one, you just see a rotor, like the compression face of a rotor. Again, these are our exhaust ports, so it's actually exhausting.
All right.
But
yes,
that's...
this is exhausting. Woo! That's a rotor face right there.
That is...
Yeah, that looks like it.
Yep, that's our apex seal.
So that is what gets chewed up and spit out, right?
Yeah. So this right here, but you can't really see it, but you see how springy that is? That's it springing. That's a very good sign.
Ooh.
She's spitting at you.
You can see the rotor doing its thing. That's so cool. Almost. Right there.
Okay. Springy.
Springy. Okay. So we need one more
For this one.
to complete the set. And almost right there.
And springy.
Okay, cool. Okay, so the news isn't exactly great. So I am standing directly behind the car, and look how bent everything is back here. Just the frame rails. This is just completely disconnected. That is ripped apart right here. Look how bent this is. This is supposed to be straight.
This solid billet upright is twisted and ripped completely clean.
Yeah, that's not great.
This control arm, you can see the orientation of the wheel. This giant, beautiful billet piece is just bananaed in.
Yeah, the uprights are just completely gone. Down there, you can see.
Hey, I can put my hand between the frame and the firewall.
Yeah,
there.
the frame shouldn't do that. Right here, where the engine should sit. This is the mount plate.
Let's see if we can get it out. There
Yeah.
we go.
So that's a good dent right there.
In a primary bulkhead, not the primary crash structure. So this section is meant to break away. That's more part of the actual tub of the car. And it got a little worse when we looked underneath.
Let's put it up in the air and show them what we're talking about. All right, so you can see that this is supposed to be on one plane right here, and if you come around to this side, woo! Woo, we're a little off. Okay.
Well, even our one plane is broken and bent and warped.
I was actually very concerned that this entire thing would just fall right off when we took out the engine, because I think the only thing holding this car together was the engine. But if you look underneath, this is all bent. If I can get this rear section that ties into here, I might be able to save this. But honestly, what happens when a car gets in an accident, the energy gets dispersed across the entire thing. And one of the worst corners is over here. This is all aluminum. This is actually very, very thick aluminum. So the force necessary to do this is absolutely immense.
You can see how thick it is right here. Like, that's substantial.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's quite large, and it bent. It just looks like a folded piece of paper. I mean, this is
and this
wow.
is integral to the tub of the car. So you can see the welds on the top side of the main chassis structure.
Right.
And you can tell through the front section, these are all bent in.
This is really bad. Like, this is, I joke around about this kind of stuff, but this is actually quite bad. And I'm at the point right now where I don't know if it makes much sense to continue this unless I can get official support from, you know, the manufacturer of this to get me a complete new body. Not even a body, just the monocoque. So the new mantra for this channel, or at least the new slogan I'm adding, was build it better. And I'd be doing this channel and myself and Jared a disservice if we didn't follow up on that with this. So I'm really torn because I want to do this. And if you looked on my Instagram, I do have some renders of what the car would look like this Countach GT1 concept, and I really am looking forward to doing that. But the problem is just the amount of work. The problem is making sure that this is structurally rigid. And again, if I can get a complete new tub, then it's game on. Then we can definitely do it. But if I can't, then I don't know. So you guys let me know what you want to do. I know I'm probably rambling a little bit, but this is really concerning. I didn't think it was this much and this bad. But what is definitely going to happen is this. I think in the next episodes on this build, we're going to be not putting it in because this is going to require a lot of sort of fabrication, but we are definitely going to be mocking everything up. We're going to be seeing what we have to cut because this is it's a long boy. This is, okay, I'm just gonna straddle this right here. Oh, I'm gonna take my horse. So that is gonna be it for today's episode. It is a little bit bittersweet just because I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. So you guys let me know. But the engine is out and we're gonna have lots of activities for that little thing. And I'm really excited about that. What do you think?
Oh, I'm really excited.
Okay, so
oh yeah,
I'm extremely excited as well. But I'd like to thank Jared. Jared is the MVP as always. And I'd like to thank our sponsor, Dollar Shave Club. Go check them out in the link in the video description below. But until next time, this is me reminding you guys that on cars like this that need a lot of work, you guys need to wrench every day.